Guys, today I received a mad surprise and I can't wait to share it with you. But before I do, it's quite stuffy in here, so I just need to take off this hoodie of mine. So as I was saying, I was given an absolutely mad surprise this morning, and actually this reminds me. Before I tell you about this mad surprise, I just got to say a quick thank you to Paul Richardson for sending me this Madison Trawlers deck. I've been wanting this deck for a while, and it came today from Paul Richardson. So thank you very much for this, Paul. So without any other distractions, there's this mad surprise that I was going to tell you about. I am absolutely honoured and excited to share with you that today we have a surprise guest on our YouTube channel, on the Cardin's YouTube channel. He's been a major inspiration of mine in 2019. I believe a lot of you guys know who this person is, and without further ado, I really hope you enjoy this video.
Hi, I'm Daniel Madison, welcome back, and thanks for being here. Daniel Madison and I really appreciate you choosing to spend a bit more time with us today, so thank. Today I am on the YouTube channel of my friend James the Card In. This is a relatively new YouTube channel. Got a great future ahead of itself. Been a huge fan of the Card In since they first started, so I wanted to create this opportunity so that I could hop on here and share a little bit of advice, share a bit of a story about one of my tattoos that hopefully will offer a little bit of guidance and encouragement for anybody watching this video right now. But people who don't know who I am Daniel Madison. I teach magic, sleight of hand, close-up deceptions with playing cards. I do it all on my YouTube channel. I usually save all my philosophy, all my spirituality advice for the Sleight Club, but I wanted to use this occasion to share this story with you guys. Ut cum que. This is Latin. It's tattoo gift from my friend Bill Kalush. It means by any means necessary. 4 words to live by. 4 words that I live by any means necessary. Daniel Madison, what does that mean? By any means necessary. When we get into magic, when we start doing magic with playing cards, any kind of magic to be fair, when we get into it, we have to understand that right from the moment we pick up a deck of playing cards, right from the moment that we start to learn, that we have assumed the responsibility as an entertainer, right? We are entertainers. At the end of the day, all that matters to our audience, to our participant, is that they are entertained. We're trying to deliver a magical experience to them, a moment in reality where they can question reality itself and question, is magic real or is magic not? Hopefully we can do a good enough job so that they believe, oh, magic is real, I saw it. I like the idea that my audience, this is a very personal thing for me, I like my audience to think or to leave thinking, I saw something strange, or something strange happened here. Thank you, Luke Jamay. Something strange happened here. I love that. It kind of goes beyond magic in a sense when you think about it. When you try to create a strange moment, not a magical one. I don't want to get off track. By any means necessary to deliver a magical experience, we have to collect and we have to understand and learn as much about magic as possible. I will learn every single sleight of hand technique that I can get a hold of. I will learn every single one of them so that when I find myself in a moment, I have a huge arsenal of tricks. I imagine it all kind of carrying on my shoulder, a huge kind of backpack full of these tools and weapons I can reach into whenever I need them. So every single time you perform, every single moment that you try to offer a moment of magic, you're going to be faced with a different set of parameters, a different set of rules. So you'll never really perform the same trick twice. But I like the idea that no matter what situation I'm in, I can reach into that bag of tools and pull out a sleight of hand technique that will help me in this moment. For me, it doesn't matter if I'm using sleight of hand, a gimmick, gaff playing card. The method doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't matter because the participant, the audience are never going to be aware of it. And we don't want them to be aware of it. So by any means necessary is something to live by. We have to make them, we have to deliver by any means necessary. I came into magic from a very, very deceptive and dishonest life. in the beginning, I used to offer demonstrations of my abilities. So I would have this blackjack table and I would turn up to gigs and I'd ask the people all sat around watching me for like 45 minutes while I demonstrated bottom deals, false shuffles, center deals, and all these techniques that were really dexterously challenging that I was pretty good at, that I got pretty good at. And what broke my heart was the amount of time, the amount of life that I put into my sleight of hand to get to a point where I was confident to execute it in front of people and get a good response. It broke my heart when I did a 45 minute set in front of an audience and I got golf claps, right? That's as good as it would get. I would get golf claps. Afterwards, when I was packing this table up this one time many years ago, I just come back from a 30-11 shoot and we made this thing called Pressure, Danny Garcia, Dan White, where you take a phone and you put it inside a balloon. So I just come back, so that was on my mind, and I saw this kid blowing a balloon up and I went over and took it off him and said, I'm going to show you something with this. Took my phone, put it inside, and the whole room, I didn't know they were watching at the time, but everybody was watching, and the whole room just went crazy. Everybody, the reaction was incredible. And it broke my heart that I'd put all this time and effort in this life into the practice of sleight of hand for card cheating demonstrations, and nobody really cared. The most I get was golf claps. Yet I'd put a phone in a balloon and people went crazy. It was kind of a life-changing moment for me that made me realize it doesn't matter what the method is. It really doesn't matter. People don't turn up. They don't want to see the bottom deal. They don't want to see the center deal. They don't want to see that stuff. Yes, there's an audience. There are people who like that. There really is. I've found them. I'm grateful that I found them. But people at the end of the day, they just want to be entertained. Are you not entertained? That's all people want. So when we start magic, when we start learning the practice of magic and we pick up a deck of playing cards with the intention to be able to deliver a magical moment, we have to understand that from the beginning, we are entertainers. We have to assume and accept that responsibility that our number one prerogative, our job, is to entertain by any means necessary. So when you're learning, when you're first learning, maybe you're new to magic, maybe you're halfway in and you're still learning. I'm 20 years plus into it and I'm still learning. You never really stop learning. But make sure that from early on, you are very aware and you understand that this is all just about entertainment. A big part of that is allowing yourself the freedom to perform and be an entertainer. You can't just pick up a deck of playing cards, learn a trick step by step, and then go up to somebody like, I don't know, your mum and go, Mum, can I show you a trick? Pick a card, it goes in the middle, I snap my fingers, it's on top, do you like it? We can't do that. We can't go step by step because anybody can do that. Anybody can get a deck of playing cards. Anybody can find a tutorial on YouTube and learn a trick and then show somebody. Anyone can do that. What makes it magical is the entertainment, is our ability to entertain. So when you're learning magic, don't just learn the steps. Don't just learn step by step sleight of hand, and have it at the front of your mind that you need to entertain the person that you're showing magic to. They might not necessarily even care about magic, but they certainly care about being entertained. Everybody does, we all do. So when you're learning tricks, when you're learning magic, have that at the forefront of your mind, that you are an entertainer. And the method doesn't matter as long as they are entertained. Those 4 words to live by, keep saying them to yourself. I tattooed them on myself, I live by it. I consider myself to be quite versed. I know a little bit about sleight of hand. I know enough to have a bag full of tools that I can pick and choose from whenever I need them, sleight of hand techniques. But I won't just go for the one that I'm good at. I won't just say, right, I'm going to go to this person and I'm going to show them a trick with a bottom deal. It doesn't work like that. The number one sentence in my mind when I see my audience, when I see my victim, when I see my participant is, I'm going to entertain them by any means necessary. So it all kind of, also the tricks that you do and the tricks that you decide to do, they're all going to be so dependent on the environment, on the situation, on your participant. But I know I've got a bag full of tricks I can pick and choose from, and I can create the best magical moment for that very situation. But I'll never really think too much about the method beyond will this be entertaining, will this provide a real moment of magic. But before that, in front of that, it's my responsibility to make sure my participant, my audience, are entertained. I could talk forever about this, and I usually do, but because this is not my channel, I'm gonna rein it in and say the Card In and the audience and the subscribers of the Card In, thanks for having me. I'm Daniel Madison. See you next time.
So first of all, big thank you to Daniel Madison for creating that video for the Card In. Like I said, Daniel, you've been a huge inspiration for me in 2019, you know, especially for these kind of educational videos. And I'm really happy that I got to share this on my own channel, that I could share it with other people as well. At the Card In, one of the aims I have is not just to sell playing cards, but we want to be creating some educational content, entertaining content and educational as well. And this is exactly the kind of videos that I want to be bringing to the Card In's audience. That being said, anybody who hasn't checked out Daniel Madison's content before, you can head to Daniel Madison's YouTube channel in the description below. He has some fantastic sleight of hand tutorials, as well as lots of videos similar to the one we've just created, where Daniel goes a lot into sort of philosophy, magic theory, and these kind of things. There is absolutely no other magician on YouTube right now who is devoting as much time and energy and passing on as much knowledge and wisdom into his YouTube videos, into his magic content, into his teaching than Daniel Madison right now. So highly recommend you go onto his channel. That being said, massive thank you to everybody who watched the video. Thank you to Daniel Madison who created this video. Drop a comment down below. What sort of content would you like to see next at the Card In? And I'll see you in the next video.